The tank, above all else, is a psychological weapon. These words, spoken by General George S. Patton, underscore the profound impact these steel behemoths had on the battlefields of World War II. From the lightning-fast blitzkrieg tactics of the German panzers to the stalwart defense of Allied lines, tanks became a decisive factor in shaping the strategies and ultimately the outcome of the war. The clang of tracks and the roar of engines became synonymous with the global conflict, forever altering the face of modern warfare. And what a predator it was! The German Tiger I, with its fearsome 88mm gun and heavily armored hide, stalked the battlefields of World War II, casting a long shadow over Allied tank crews. To encounter a Tiger was to face a formidable foe, a mechanical apex predator that commanded respect and instilled fear in equal measure. The need for a heavier, more powerful tank, capable of dominating armored engagements, was evident. Thus, the Tiger program was born, a testament to German engineering prowess and a harbinger of the armored clashes to come. The Tiger's impact on the war was immediate and profound. Its arrival on the Eastern Front in 1942 sent shockwaves through the Red Army, which had never encountered a tank of such formidable firepower and protection. The Tiger quickly earned a reputation as a tank killer, capable of engaging enemy armor at long range with devastating accuracy. But the Tiger was more than just a killing machine. Its presence on the battlefield had a profound psychological impact on both sides. For the Germans, the Tiger represented a symbol of strength and technological superiority. To the Allies, the Tiger became an object of dread and a rallying cry for the development of countermeasures. The Tiger's design was a blend of innovative features and pragmatic engineering. Its sloped armor provided enhanced protection against enemy fire. The powerful Maybach engine, while prone to mechanical issues, gave the Tiger surprising mobility for its size. The Tiger's legacy extends beyond its technical specifications and battlefield exploits, becoming an enduring icon of World War II. From the vast steppes of Russia, a new contender emerged, a tank that would challenge the very foundations of armored warfare. The Soviet T-34, a creation born of necessity and forged in the crucible of conflict, would become a symbol of Soviet resilience and a key factor in turning the tide of World War II. The T-34 was a radical departure from previous tank designs. Its sloped armor provided superior protection against enemy fire, deflecting shells and increasing the effective thickness of its armor plating. This innovative design feature, coupled with its wide tracks and powerful diesel engine, gave the T-34 a combination of mobility and survivability unmatched by any other tank in the early stages of the war. The T-34's arrival on the battlefield in 1941 came as a shock to the German invaders. The T-34's speed, agility, and firepower proved to be a rude awakening for the Wehrmacht, forcing them to re-evaluate their tactics and upgrade their own armored forces. The T-34's impact on the war cannot be overstated. It played a pivotal role in blunting the German advance on Moscow, halting the seemingly unstoppable blitzkrieg in its tracks. The sight of seemingly endless columns of T-34s rolling across the Russian steppes struck fear into the hearts of German soldiers. The T-34's greatest strength lay in its simplicity and ease of production. It could be manufactured in large numbers using readily available materials and unskilled labor, making it the ideal tank for the Soviet Union's wartime production needs. The T-34 stands as a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the human spirit, a symbol of hope forged in the fires of conflict. While the Tiger prowled the battlefields as a fearsome predator, and the T-34 surged forward in a tide of steel, a different kind of tank emerged from the factories of America. A tank that would become synonymous with Allied victory, the M4 Sherman. It wasn't the most heavily armored nor the most powerfully armed, but the Sherman possessed qualities that would prove just as vital in the fight against tyranny, reliability, adaptability, and sheer force of numbers. The Sherman was born out of necessity. With the outbreak of World War II, the United States faced the daunting task of mobilizing its industrial might to support its allies and equip its rapidly expanding army. The Sherman, with its relatively simple design and ease of production, proved to be the answer. The Sherman wasn't designed to win tank duels. It was designed to support infantry advances, exploit breakthroughs, and overwhelm the enemy with its sheer numbers. And overwhelm it did. From the beaches of Normandy to the hedgerows of France and the forests of Germany, the Sherman became a ubiquitous presence on the battlefields of Western Europe. The Sherman's greatest strength lay in its mechanical reliability. Unlike its German counterparts, which were often plagued by mechanical issues, the Sherman proved to be a robust and dependable machine. Moreover, the Sherman was highly adaptable. Its spacious interior and versatile design allowed it to be modified for a wide range of roles, from tank destroyer to armored personnel carrier to mobile artillery. This adaptability made the Sherman a valuable asset in the diverse theatres of operation in which it served. The Sherman's legacy, however, is not without its controversies. Yet it was the Sherman that spearheaded the Allied advance across Europe, providing crucial fire support for infantry and helping to liberate countless towns and villages from Nazi occupation. In the symphony of destruction that was World War II, the Panzer IV was the steady drumbeat, the reliable workhorse that underpinned the Wehrmacht's lightning-fast blitzkrieg tactics. It wasn't as glamorous as the Tiger or as revolutionary as the T-34, but the Panzer IV, through its sheer adaptability and ubiquity, earned its place as one of the most important tanks of the conflict. The Panzer IV was never intended to be the star of the show. When it entered service in the late 1930s, it was envisioned as a support tank, armed with a short-barreled 75 mm gun designed primarily to engage enemy fortifications and infantry. However, as the war progressed and the need for a more versatile tank became apparent, the Panzer IV underwent a series of upgrades that transformed it into a formidable fighting machine. The Panzer IV's greatest strength lay in its adaptability. Its chassis proved to be remarkably versatile, capable of accommodating a variety of guns, armor packages, and specialized equipment. This adaptability allowed the Panzer IV to remain relevant throughout the war, serving in a multitude of roles, from tank destroyer to self-propelled artillery. The Panzer IV's reliability was another key factor in its success. German engineers, renowned for their precision and attention to detail, created a tank that was relatively easy to maintain and repair, even in the harsh conditions of the Eastern Front. This reliability, combined with its ease of production, allowed the Germans to field large numbers of Panzer IVs, even as their industrial capacity dwindled. The Panzer IV's combat record is a testament to its effectiveness. It saw action on every front, from the frozen wastes of Russia to the deserts of North Africa and the hedgerows of Normandy. The Panzer IV's legacy is one of adaptability, reliability, and sheer numbers. It was the backbone of the German panzer divisions, the tank that enabled the Wehrmacht's early victories and remained a potent threat until the very end of the war. As the storm clouds of World War II gathered over Europe, a new breed of warrior emerged from the factories of Britain, the Churchill tank. Named after the indomitable Prime Minister who rallied a nation against tyranny, the Churchill embodied the bulldog spirit of resilience, determination, and unwavering resolve. The Churchill's design was a reflection of the desperate circumstances in which it was conceived. In the aftermath of the Dunkirk evacuation, Britain found itself facing the threat of a German invasion, with a depleted arsenal and a pressing need for a heavy infantry tank capable of stemming the tide. The Churchill's most distinctive feature was its unorthodox appearance. With its high silhouette, boxy hull, and seemingly archaic design, it looked like a throwback to a bygone era of tank warfare. Yet beneath its ungainly exterior lay a surprisingly capable machine, one that would prove its worth on battlefields across the globe. The Churchill's greatest strength lay in its heavy armor and exceptional cross-country mobility. Its tracks, designed to navigate the muddy terrain of the European theatre, could also negotiate obstacles that would have stymied other tanks. This made the Churchill an invaluable asset in the rugged terrain of Italy and northwest Europe. The Churchill's armament evolved throughout the war, with later models boasting a more potent 75mm gun capable of engaging enemy armor at range. The Churchill's legacy extends far beyond its technical specifications or battlefield exploits. It became a symbol of British tenacity, a physical manifestation of the nation's resolve to fight on against overwhelming odds. From the fearsome firepower of the Tiger I to the unwavering resilience of the T-34, from the workhorse reliability of the Sherman to the adaptable Panzer IV and the bulldog spirit of the Churchill, these tanks represent a pivotal chapter in the history of warfare. They stand as testaments to the ingenuity, the courage, and the capacity for both destruction and innovation that reside within the human spirit. The echoes of their engines may have faded into the annals of history, but the lessons learned from their design, their deployment, and the sacrifices of the men who crewed them continue to resonate today. They serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict, but also of the indomitable spirit that drives us to overcome adversity. As we reflect on the legacy of these steel behemoths, let us draw inspiration from the bravery and engineering brilliance of that era, striving to harness our technological prowess for the betterment of humanity and the preservation of peace.